Castro distracts from donation scandal. Will he do anything to make you forget his fundraiser? Paranoid Rean Benson ditches goth look and goes right back to Inglewood Police Department? Right after saying cops are gonna arrest her? What? Plus, Long Island Audit's stunt to pay his fines and coins means nothing to the GoFundMe market. On this edition of Auditing Insanity. Good afternoon and welcome to the Friday edition of the Auditing Insanity Newscast. I'm Jim Finch and like it or not, this is my real voice and I'll be taking you through stories on Rean Benson, Chile de Castro, and Long Island audits today. Just a programming note that we'll be renaming our mid-afternoon show from Drunk Girl Theater to a new name premiering on Monday, as we're taking the weekend off from live broadcasts. The new show will be premiering Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, so stay tuned. Our newscast will still be going out each night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the weekend. Our all-star panels will also be renamed in the near future, but not this go-around, and will remain on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, except for this weekend because we're off. And on that note, we ask you to focus on... Long Island Audit's latest stunt fails to spark donations. With the GoFundMe market quietly dying down to various donations to Sean Paul Long Island Audit Riaz's GoFundMe campaigns, following Jose Chile de Castro's departure from the market, Riaz's latest stunt on Thursday did little to nothing to spur the market. Riaz went live Thursday morning to pay fees of $426 in coins at the Suffolk County, New York Traffic Violations Bureau for tickets he claimed he got in retaliation for having tint that was too dark under New York State law. The YouTuber had previously gone live from the same building to protest the 4 individual tickets he received for tint violations on his car earlier in the summer. Riaz rejected an offer to consolidate the tickets into 1 violations and said he'd fight it in court. Riaz said his court date had been on Wednesday and he lost badly. In his version of the story, the prosecutors, judge, police, and anyone else associated with the case had all teamed up to collude against him. It was all an extended plot to keep we the people down, as he, being we, did nothing wrong, never broke the law, and it was all punishment for his questioning of police on their cases. Riaz's actual concerns that no one measured the tint on his car with an actual tint checking device before issuing the ticket, or why New York State has such uncompromising rules on window tint, were apparently not addressed at the hearing. The workers at the Suffolk County Traffic Violations Bureau took Riaz's appearance in stride and opened a new window as they set up a change counting machine to take his payment. It took about half an hour for the worker assisting Riaz to get through his giant bag of coins, and she remained friendly and even-handed throughout the experience. According to Playboard, Riaz made $149 off of Super Chat, Super Thanks, and memberships during the early morning event, which was seen 108,000 times as a press time to 12,000 likes and 2,100 comments. A standalone short highlighting the event has done 27,000 views, 2,600 likes, and 231 comments in the same time frame. Riaz's stunt did nothing to spur the GoFundMe market, as there were no new donations to any of his 7 open GoFundMe campaigns. Despite being a major publicity stunt, Riaz forgot to include text advertising for his Cameo service, GoFundMes, and Attorney's Shield promotions in the description of the event, which may have impacted his ability to earn from the stunt. This was another day of goose eggs for the market as a whole and was seen as a lost opportunity for Riaz to make back the rest of the $426 he paid in fines. We still need your help. Despite the GoFundMe market being dead, this publication is funded by your donations, along with what little we make off our YouTube channel per month. While we did achieve full monetization on YouTube, we still need help to get through monthly expenses and keeping the lights on to bring you the paper and the newscast each day. If you can afford it, please consider donating to the GoFundMe run by this very channel. All proceeds literally go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing new stories to feature here and on ReallyCoolSite.org. If you can't afford to contribute, please watch the ads on our videos, like, share, subscribe, and comment. You can help by doing next to nothing, and we thank you in advance for pitching in. Paranoid Rean Benson returns to the Inglewood Police Department. A clearly disturbed Rean Benson returned to the Inglewood Police Department on Thursday to help a homeless woman named Jen recover her property after serving a 35-day jail sentence in the Arapahoe County Jail. Benson made it clear that she was taking a risk by being at the Inglewood Police Department, as she was sure that prosecutors were working on her arrest warrant over possible charges after receiving a 45-day ban from the Inglewood City Council chambers. The YouTuber updated that case as she said she was working on a code appeal while the council was working on finding someone who would issue an arrest warrant for her, so they could lock her away behind bars and be finally rid of her. If that sounds like Jen was just a pawn for Benson to use as an excuse to rant for an hour and a half, you wouldn't be wrong. Jen mainly wandered around the lobby, then outside to smoke and wander around again as Benson filmed herself doing Benson-y things, including filling out forms and making long rants about Inglewood. At one point, Benson claimed that she had word from a neighbor that 2 Inglewood police cars were parked at the end of her block, despite not living in Inglewood or anywhere near Inglewood. The police cars vanished when the neighbor went back to check them, but Benson used it to provide more proof that her life was in danger as she was in the belly of the beast. Ultimately, the Arapahoe County Jail does not keep belongings. Belongings are returned to the originating police departments and held for 30 days. Jen should have gotten a notice while she was in jail that her belongings would be destroyed after 30 days and either pick her belongings up herself or have someone pick them up for her. Jen claimed that she did not receive any notice and that her purse containing her Medicaid card, house keys, and money had been destroyed while she was still in jail. Benson filed a FOIA request and saw that the bag was logged as evidence in the case against Jen, then wondered what happened to items marked as evidence since a baggie containing was found inside the purse. A police sergeant was called for. A police sergeant eventually made his way down to speak to Benson, and the police sergeant explained that he was patrol and not operations and couldn't comment on evidence policy. He suggested Benson fill out a report so operations could reply to her. Benson declined, and Benson got to end her 90-minute live stream with an extended rant about Inglewood. Benson was not arrested on the broadcast despite her paranoia, and there are no current warrants for her arrest. Castro hides from hurricane inquiries. Delete Law's Jose Chile de Castro got really loud on both Twitter and his YouTube channel on Thursday, aggressively attacking a female Twitter personality he claimed to be a man, while promoting an emergency cause that suddenly became more important than answering questions about his role in a hurricane fundraiser earlier in the week. De Castro started the day attacking a Twitter user named Andrea Lynn RN2. The account claimed to be run by a conservative registered nurse who was promoting conservative ideals. De Castro attacked the account, saying that the picture looked fake and demanding that the person send him a personal video to prove that she looks the way she does. As the owner of the account bantered with De Castro, it was noted by many that De Castro himself was using a photo that is several years old on his Twitter and not reflective of his current decrepit state. He then went into his usual boasts about how he's viewed by 40 million people a month and that he's extremely famous on the internet. According to Playboard, backed by DeCastro's own complaints on his YouTube channel, DeCastro hasn't been seen by 40 million people a month in at least 3 months now. In fact, DeCastro hasn't cracked 15 million views on his main YouTube channel in quite some time. The YouTuber is averaging a little over 9 million views per month, with a total of 36.4 million views on his YouTube channel for the period of July through October. For July, he pulled in 12.8 million views for his main YouTube channel. August did slightly better at 14.8 million views. September crashed, however, at 7.6 million views. And his current trend for October has seen him pull in a little over 1.1 million views for the month of October so far. The usual comparison towards our own tiny newscast will be made with DeCastro's fans claiming that we're puny in comparison to his great numbers, which is true. But we don't brag about our numbers, nor do we get into catfights with people on Twitter over who is the most internet famous. DeCastro took in $20 in super chats on his Thursday live stream, a convenient distraction from those calling for updates on his emergency hurricane fundraiser Monday night. He took in $391 in super chats after conversion Monday night, out of the $1,400 he supposedly took in for his hurricane relief efforts. DeCastro, of course, did not show any of the receipts or records of what he did with the money as he promised he would, nor did he follow up with YouTuber Alan Hubbs, who was going to put all the money into a Walmart run, then randomly distribute the supplies he bought to those in need in North Carolina. Again, DeCastro held another emergency live stream on Thursday, this time to go over the case of Don Breezy. DeCastro said he was looking for criminal defense attorneys in Utah and Arizona to help Breezy with problems related to an ongoing dispute with her sister over the custody of her sister's children. Breezy took care of the children while her sister was in jail, and the two have an ongoing conflict since her sister was released from jail. Breezy claims constant harassment from police in multiple states and gained viral fame for yelling at a police officer who had blocked her Ring camera when attempting to serve a warrant. This being DeCastro's cause of the moment, and in celebration of his first full day in his new Los Angeles-based studio, DeCastro went 3+ hours on the subject, boring even his harshest critic into tuning out, rather than pressing him on where the hurricane funding went from his Monday live stream. Again, DeCastro took in $20 in super chats for the nearly 4-hour-long broadcast, offering no answers to critical questions about his ongoing hurricane fund scandal, nor to where the other 32.4 million people came from in his September tally to justify his claims of 40 million views per month. We'll continue to report on the updated DeCastronomics forecast as he's expected to go live again later on Friday. And we're back. Just a quick health update as I could breathe freely today after a super long shower, and it looks like I'm finally not showing symptoms of the COVID virus that knocked me off my feet for the past week and a half. I'm looking forward to the weekend and getting some things done, including some scary new captures to start featuring in our news columns. Please stay tuned for the terror that's coming your way. On that note, we're out of here for another day. Take care all and be safe.